Alright, so I'm starting with my contacts already in, and then I'm going to proceed to put on my wig cap and my new lace front wig from Dona Love Hair.
So glorious.
Start with a face primer, and I apply a BB green, but if you want a little heavier coverage, go ahead and use a foundation. Conceal where you need, and we're only going to powder the center of our face. Now we've all seen the special effect makeup looks with the fishnets to make it look like scales for a mermaid, so I wanted to do something very different for Ariel. And for this version of my siren Ariel, I wanted to make her skin look like it was actually part of the water. So I'm going to be using an eyeshadow primer to pretty much prime all the areas where I'm going to contour my body. And then to contour, we're going to use this really pretty shimmery teal blue. And you're pretty much going to use this like normal contour. So you're going to do that 3 shape on the side of your face, covering the entire top of your forehead, down under your cheekbone, and even along my jawline. And then to really glam up this look, I'm doing it down my neck, so on my collarbones, as well as that center part of my neck, on the tops of my shoulders, and even down my arms and hands. Now the lace on the wig is meant to match a skin tone, so because we're adding blue to this area of our face, go ahead and dust some powder on the lace of the wig as well. Once I'm happy with the blue, I'm bouncing back to my human face and I'm contouring my nose and buffing that out with a fatter brush. And at this point, it was kind of bugging me that my eyebrows weren't matching my hair, so I actually used a red lip pencil to fill them in. And then set that with the best matching red eyeshadow you can find. Now we're going to make this blue contour look like water. So taking any white creamy eyeliner, go ahead and start to mark out where they're going to be. Then take a dense fluffy brush and some white to off-white eyeshadow and start to blend them out. Bird, are you whistling? I'm trying to record. And I suggest looking at a reference photo like this one so you get the reflection marks to look natural. To add some depth to the water designs, I am adding a dark kind of forest green eyeshadow to the open patches between the white lines and really blending this color out. Then prime your eyeballs to get ready for some shadow. Just pack on a light brown eyeshadow that is a shade or two darker than your natural skin tone. Then taking a reddish brown dark shade that's just a smidge darker than the last one, we're going to blend this into our crease. Using a makeup wipe, swipe this under your lash line trailing up towards your eyebrow to really make a defined cat eye. And be careful not to get it into the green, which I just did, and then quickly cover it up with some more eyeshadow. At this point, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do something super intense and colorful on my lower lash line. I wasn't sure at this point, so I wanted to go ahead and do my lips because I knew exactly how I wanted to do them, and then decide if I wanted to go all out on my lower lash line or not. So I actually got inspiration for these lips from this picture that I found on Pinterest by Miss Jasmina D. So start off by lining and filling in your lips with a light pink nudish color. Then using the same dark green that I used on the water, I'm going to start contouring my lips. And a good trick to intensify the eyeshadow as well as keep it from falling in your mouth is to, after you pack some on your brush, spray it with your setting spray and then go ahead and apply it. Start at the inner corners where the color is most concentrated and then slowly start to fade that out towards the center of your lips. And connect the contours on the bottom lip with a harsher line on the outside of your lip. Highlight your cupid's bow as well as the center of your bottom lip. And just that highlighter didn't give me enough of a contrast, so I went in with some gold glitter. I applied some light glitter glue to the edges of the green and then applied my glitter with a small brush. And thus started the need for ever more glitter. I added a pearlescent white glitter all over the blue ripple spots, and I didn't use any glue for this, I just let the glitter fly where it may. And I still felt like my top lip was a little dull, so I patted on some gold shimmer eyeshadow. That's right, even more glitter. Spray it on! Wait, did you see that poof of glitter? Glorious. Okay, continue on. Okay, after all that, I decided the under eye makeup should be a little toned down. So I took a light shimmer beige and just applied this below my lower lash line. Take it all the way into your inner eye below your tear duct and wing it out underneath the dark eyeshadow that we did a while ago. Tightline your bottom waterline with a bright white to give that big, eye-opened princess look. And then tightline your upper waterline with black.
Ugh, I should have done my weaker eye first. Dang it, this one's always harder. Why you give me so much trouble?
Line your eyes with a jet black gel eyeliner. And the cat eye portion of this is really easy because we're just going to follow the line of the eyeshadow.
You know what? They still look uneven, even though I followed the line. Don't you just hate that? So we just make them fatter until they match. And now the makeup portion of this tutorial is done. We're just going to move on to some fun finishing touches, which you can feel free to do or skip over.
Prose adhesive I stuck on some little starfishes I found at my local craft store. I also found these faux scrapbooking pearls and I just stuck them anywhere I wanted. They come with a paper adhesive on the back, which does not adhere to skin very well, but I was just doing this for a photo shoot, so I didn't need it to last all day. If you're gonna go out to a party or Halloween with these, I definitely recommend using Prose to stick them on. And to turn this mermaid Ariel into the more creepy siren that she is, I'm gonna add some fake fangs. I made them out of fake nails that I just cut with scissors into the right shape. And using denture cream, I just glued them right onto the fronts of my teeth. Again, this method is good for a short photo shoot, but will not last you all night through eating and drinking. And lastly, I bought some metallic tattoos off of Amazon and just decided to put those everywhere to finish the look.
Okay, no, we're at a totally different angle now, but my camera totally died on me and I don't have an extra battery, so we're going to my iPhone just to finish the final touches for this look.
And then I totally noticed that I forgot to put on mascara and falsies. How dare I? How could I forget that? I don't know. But better late than never. And for an extra dramatic look, go ahead and apply a pair of falsies. Alright, now that our lashes are on, we are done.
Sometimes it's hard to stay out. Sometimes it's hard to let it fade. Get it in me. Get it in me. Get it in.
It burns! It burns! This eye burns! I'm not crying, I swear. I'm totally crying. Wait. You can see the edge of my screen. Oh, that's a mannequin. Oh, that's tracer armor over there. Whoa, was that always back there? Dang it, you guys. You're supposed to warn me about stuff like that.